Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter.
Well, guys,
You've certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 2. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Good D by Covington.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard the pass to Simons. Fires for 3. And Damian Lillard good for the 3.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Giannis inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Holiday against Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. For 3. Nurkic dishes to Covington. Three-pointer Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Lillard outside. To the inside. And it's Giles missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Middleton against Nurkic. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And it goes down 2 points.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Pass to Simons. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And it's Giles missing.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
7-foot shot. They get it back. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Hey, and, you know, really Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Giles. And the basket by Lillard.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Middleton outside. Bucks passing it around. Passes it to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. And here's Covington from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Giannis dishes to Tucker. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Lillard with it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up by... Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Bobby Portis. Also, Brook Lopez out there. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And Portland has possession following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Powell up and in from the low block. Powell's got 5.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
T kicks to Connaughton and the pass to Portis. And he banks in the layup. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the feed to Cantor. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Milwaukee leading by 3. Connaughton passes to Portis. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
On the clock. Tips it. It's rebounded by Portis. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. And Forbes kicks the tee. And the Bucks miss again. Trailblazers trail by 5. And it's McCollum in the corner from past the arc. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Connaughton. He dishes it to Forbes. Good on the triple. Forbes has got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Anthony. No points in the game yet for him. McCollum outside. Cantor finds McCollum. And they get it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Milwaukee leading by 8. T dishes to Forbes. Right wing. Connaughton passes to Forbes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Carmelo. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got his first 2 points of the night.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now here's Teague. Outside Portis. Back to Teague. Lopez outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Forbes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Forbes has got 5.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Inside. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to Powell. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one's not going to go. It's tipped. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's a wrap.
Pull it back, Kobe. Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby GG.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington out there with Giles. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the pass to Simons. He kicks to Nurkic, to the paint. Simons, the pass to Covington. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Milwaukee leading by 12. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. From deep three-point range. Milwaukee the rebound. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he can't jam it through. And Portland with the ball. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Middleton. Nurkic with the block. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Simons. From deep. And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Lillard against Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Lillard with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Here's Nurkic. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Holiday, the pass to Tucker. The kick out to Holiday. Launches it. No good. Shot missing. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Pass to Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. No one covering. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Teague, the pass to Portis. The kick out to Teague. Portis with it. Now defended by McCollum. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Here's Connaughton. Off target with his 3. It's Anthony with the drive. McCollum outside. Fires the 3. No good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Teague. Brook Lopez is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Here is Forbes. Guarded by Powell. Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony drives in. The dish to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Teague dishes to Lopez. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Jones is running. That one drops for him.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Milwaukee has possession. And here is Teague. Passes to Connaughton. Over to the left wing. Outside Teague. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Connaughton. Portland trailing here. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Here's Giannis. And he elevates and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Kanter. And Kanter able to finish.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard attacking. It's blocked. It's 2-on-1. Yep, it counts. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They had a bunch of second chance points.
Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Shot's good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Antetokounmpo. Right side Holiday. And that one, good. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Lillard, the pass to Kanter. Back to Lillard, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Did you see what I saw, I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with 4. Boy, you got to love that.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Holiday. No good that time. Some solid defense from Lillard.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. From the arc. That shot missing.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Three-pointer. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking it. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. We are...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Here's Simons. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, and all Nurkic needs is good position. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
Outside Leonard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Beverly against Lillard. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's George, and it's denied. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks. Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. He lobs it up and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. Simons surveying the D. Fires from 14. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Beverly. George finds Zubac. George up top. Covered by Lillard. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Covington. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Pass to Kennard. To the middle, stolen by Cantor. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And he's off on his first shot of the game. The Clippers trail. Here's Jackson and McCollum with the block. And now Portland on the break. Here's Jones. Finished off the break.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Jackson with it. Down low. Here's Cousins. Excellent D there from Anthony. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy,
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, C.J. McCollum out there with Powell. Then it's Anthony, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Powell kicks to McCollum. Lobs it up for Kanter. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. A 3 from Morris. Offensive rebound. Left side Ibaka. Shoots over Kanter. Out to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Jackson against McCollum. Jackson misses. Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. A 3 from McCollum. 5 on the clock. Anthony finds McCollum. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Inside, here's Anthony. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Kennard for 3. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. They lead by 4. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's McCollum. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
There's the pass to Kennard. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Everybody wants shooters like Kennard these days. Keep hitting threes, Luke. Throwing you lots of dough.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. They double-team McCollum. Powell kicks to McCollum. Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Passes it to Kennard from deep 3-point range. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And George, here we go. And George with this stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
3-pointer, Lillard. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Over Lillard. Nice move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line, and the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Portland leading by 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lillard against Beverly. Covington. Great positioning on the putback.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. George passes to Batum. With 2 seconds left. And then Lillard slams it in.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And so it's the Portland Trail. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clippers trail by 7. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in a power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard left side. Giles kicks to Lillard. Clock at 6. Covington passes to Nurkic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Beverly. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 5 there thanks to the basket from George.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
The pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Leonard, good D by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 5. Batum with the steal. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Did you see that speed from Batum, showing the real tenacity on defense to come up with the steal?
Here is Lillard. That one goes. Count it. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Covington. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Nurkic, the pass to Simons. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Off on the layup. Here's Leonard. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Lillard. Here's Simons. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard inside, covered by Lillard. Leonard kicks to Zubac. Passes it to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Nobody near George. He nails it, and we're tied up. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
True, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Lillard from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. So both teams changing it up here. Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Morris looking over the floor. Lets it go with a 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now Kennard. The tray. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kennard's got 6 points.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And it's good for 2.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 6. Keeps it alive. Cousins on the follow. He's got 6.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Jackson against McCollum. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's McCollum. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at center. McCollum against Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum outside over Morris.
Oh, just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
And the rejection by Cousins. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson with it. Pass to Kennard. Shoots over Powell.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Pass to Kennard for the 3. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Cantor finds Jones. Banked in off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Kennard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Watch out, Luke Kennard clear for takeoff.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. So for the Clippers. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum with the bounce pass. Anthony dishes to McCollum. And it's blocked.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
Near the 3-point line, it's McCollum. Jones kicks to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot.
I don't know if this has been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Here's Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. Looking to get it going. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And Lillard throws it down.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
George passes to Leonard. 1:58 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Covington. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Leonard. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his third assist on the night.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Back to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Batum passes to Zubac, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Shot clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. The three.
Known for his defensive chops, Covington's length and timing is what allows him to bother shooters.
Here's Lillard. The putback. It counts. A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
George looking around. At the elbow, Batum. And here's George. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
But they get it back. Nurkic finds Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good from three-point territory.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
So the Clippers with the win. It was up. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at center. And for the Bucks, PJ Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Now here's Middleton. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the way up.
How about the effort? You did think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Outside, George. Leonard with no one around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Holiday looking over the floor. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Beverley. Leonard dishes to Beverley. Back to Leonard, poked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Drops in the tray.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George passes to Zubac. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard finds George. Here's Beverley. Left side, Leonard over Middleton, and it's Leonard missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Back to Middleton. No good on the triple. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Now here's Tucker. Pass to Middleton. Jacks up a three. That shot no good. Clippers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. That's to DiVincenzo. Leonard with the steal. Here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Zubac. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Middleton.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Baca comes in for Nicholas Batum. Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. The Clippers trail. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks have gone 3-of-7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. And that one is good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Bobby Portis. Also, Brook Lopez out there. And it's Connaughton in it with the 3. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Milwaukee. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Morris right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Forbes the pass to Lopez. Here is Forbes. 6 to shoot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Jackson finds Ibaka. Stolen away. And here's the break. Plenty of space. Here's Portis. Tries again. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I'll tell you, you have to take pride in finishing through contact. You get the sense Marcus Morris relishes that chance.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Here is Forbes. Over Kennard. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Morris outside. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Teague, the pass to Portis. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
No good on the shot. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Count that one.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile four. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Teague. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Kennard's shot is off. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. They grabbed their own miss. Cousins, the pass to Ibaka. A three from Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. "12 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Beverly. Plays it up and banks it in.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
From 12 feet out. And the last second attempt does not go. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a... Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Clippers trail by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Leonard, just 3 to shoot. Zubac's no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Pushing it up. Here's Forbes. Middleton. And staying with the play, Middleton. Middleton's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Bucks.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Outside, George. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar. Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Stolen by Middleton. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. There's the pass to Middleton. Clock at 4. Basket good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And George, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Shoots. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Puts it up from 12. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 6. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Outside, George takes a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Leonard on the wing. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Holiday. Bucks leading by 10. Tucker the pass to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. The defense. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Wait, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Brook Lopez is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. The putback, Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers.
Let's remember that a 7'6" wingspan accompanies the frame of DeMarcus Cousins. Somebody might want to box him out.
Pass to Portis. And it's in there. Portis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Forbes. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Ibaka, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Kennard. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Back to Portis. No one near him. That one goes in. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Jackson passes to Cousins. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Batum finds Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo over Batum. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
Leonard looking around. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. The 3-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Leonard. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Giannis.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right?
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Holiday against Beverly. To the paint. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Beverly. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good. So no problem for him. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Tucker in at the 4 spot. Now here is Holiday. Now here's DiVincenzo. The rebound by Simons.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here's Lillard from deep.
Well, without the D from Holiday there, that shot probably has a better chance of going in. His hustle altered that attempt.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Now Holiday after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. And good that time.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen by Middleton. And so just over a minute and a half played. And the Bucks with possession here. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard outside. Clock at 6, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Five on the clock.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And it's Lillard missing. Snatched away. To the inside. Simons can't cash in from close range.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Lillard against Holiday. It's stolen. Simons surveying the D. And it's Lillard missing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Passes it to Simons. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Giants. And it's all evened up.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now here is Holiday. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Portis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portis, the pass to Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Powell is out there with McCollum. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Here's McCollum after the made shot from Jeff Teague. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And contact up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. The challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
Powell kicks to Cantor. It's McCollum on the wing. And he hits it to tie the game up. McCollum's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Connaughton passes to Teague. Outside Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Bucks lead by 2. Now McCollum, 6 points for him. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Here's McCollum. Fires the three. They get it back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And this is what he's worked on. As Cantor has become a more polished inside scorer, he's been drawing more fouls.
That's good from Cantor. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. Beyond the arc. C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Here's Portis. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Teague deciding where to go with it. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. A different look now for Portland. Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. And to Tacumbo. Great positioning on the putback. Tucker's got his first bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And to Tacumbo inside. Covered by Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Lillard with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 seconds left. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Dame Lillard, a player who's and that'll
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now Middleton, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Portland trailing here. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Now here's Covington. The rebound by Middleton.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. On the wing, Holiday. From downtown, Middleton can't get it to go. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Here's Simons. Kicks it out to Lillard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. They get out in transition there.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Simons. Here's Nurkic to the middle. Here's Giles. Banked in off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. From deep three-point range, here's Giannis. Takes a three. Middleton can't get it to go. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. It's a one-point game. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say, as a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by the Bucks.
Using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. Kicks it to Holiday. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And the pass to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's McCollum. 14 points for him. Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday with the ball. The shot off that time. Good D by McCollum. He kicks it to Little. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here are the Trailblazers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. It's McCollum with the drive. Holiday with the defensive effort, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for a little. Milwaukee leading by 4. Now here's Teague. Portis, the pass to Lopez. Here is Forbes, guarded by Powell. Here's the 3. Forbes can't get it to go. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break, and that one's good from Connaughton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes to Carmelo. Back to McCollum. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
T kicks to Forbes. Back to T. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anthony, the pass to Cannon. Yep, that one goes.
Nice strength show.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. His point to them was that they put themselves in a position to succeed and that this is their game to lose. So he needs to see full concentration out of every guy on the court to finish this one off. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Giannis throws it down.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long-distance three is buried.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Back to Giannis. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. From 8. The shot that time, not on target. Now Portland takes it the other way. To the inside.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Pass to Middleton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now Middleton. 5 to shoot. Up again.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards. Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Holiday against Lillard. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's tipped. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Here's Yuck. Oh!
It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Giles. Let's go. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Giles. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. There's a minute left in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, a dedicated sprint to the hoop from Holiday there. He earns the trip to the line.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simon. Taken away by Holiday. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Lillard from outside. Kept alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Lillard way outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the ball. So a close game sees Milwaukee take. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Soaring high above the Willamette. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Batum, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons.
Oh, no, he didn't. Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Simons missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Back to Lillard.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, here he comes. That was amazing. And look at the elevation. So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. Batum grabs the miss. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Beverly finds Leonard. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
Passes it to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. The fader. Misses off the left iron.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And Leonard stays with it.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Trailblazers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Lillard. Will it go? The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And he gets the bucket.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
On its way from Ibaka for 2. And that one hits back iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Leonard, that's for 2. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Pass to Nurkic. Takes it out to Covington. The pass to Simons. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
If you let Serge get looks in there, he's going to shoot him for a very high percentage.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And here's Leonard from three. And that one released in time, but no good. A good close contest so far as we finish. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
They've got to be satisfied so far. They look cohesive to begin this game.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the one.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Knocked away. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Morris looking over the floor. A three ball. And another three for the Clippers.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Lets it go. Stolen by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Kennard against Powell. Jackson from long range. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Trailblazers trail by 7. Here's McCollum. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Jones dishes to Cantor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Now Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
2 points. That one goes. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Jackson gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 3.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
McCollum finds Powell. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Leonard with the ball. Now Covington defending. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Covington into the lane. Lillard left side. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Looking to get back on track here.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
And that's it for the first half of action.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 9. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
George looking around. And George with the stuff.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
That shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Ball's knocked loose, and Portland with another turnover here.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Pass to Leonard. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Lillard. Great D that time from Leonard. It's deflected. Ibaka outside. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to George. For three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to Covington. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard misses.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Now the pass to Simons. Lillard against Beverly. Inside, here's Giles, and at last they get one to fall.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. He's all alone. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Here's Cousins. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in.
This is the look you want. High percentage. DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Anthony finds McCollum. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the evening. And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
One of the guys who fills up the stat sheet. Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
Anthony with it. Passes it to McCollum. From outside the arc. It's McCollum on the wing. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McCollum's got 5 now.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Kennard's got his third basket of the night.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
The third quarter comes to a close. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. And here is Morris. Back to Kennard. He kicks to Morris. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. And the three ball is good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Lillard from outside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Lillard, and the rejection by Cousins. Clippers leading by 13. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. McCollum against George. From deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Lillard against Beverly. Cullen passes to Cantor. And Portland with another turnover here. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. A nice shot by George.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Now here's Beverly. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Back to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 21.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Cantor finds McCollum. From outside, off the mark. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Lets the 3 fly. Leonard, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win
for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Leonard fires away from outside, and it's Leonard again missing. Covington into the lane, and the rejection by Ibaka. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the top of the key, Batum. Shot clock at 5. Over Cancer. The pass to Beverly. Kicks to George. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. Leonard against Middleton. On the wing, George. Clock at 6. And here's Leonard from 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And Holiday is right there.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
George passes to Zubats. DiVincenzo against George. No good from outside. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Batum finds George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Now here is George. Defended by Middleton. The 3. The shot by George, no good. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
Nobody near George. Zubats, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Giannis kicks to Middleton. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. Yes, that goes in.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Leonard attacking. Lopez with the block. One-on-one fast break. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Middleton is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Bucks with possession here. Shot clock at 3. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
1:05 left here in the first quarter. Now Beverley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Batum. George. Zubats finds George. Lopez grabs the board.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Shoots the three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside, George. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Good on the bucket.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Over Beverly. That one off the back iron and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're and when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Nora in at the three. Lets it go from the wing. The putback, it's good on the putback. Morris has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Yeah, you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Teague left side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, during his career, Jeff Teague has never backed down from getting hit. He plays through contact, and he looks to draw contact so he can get to the line. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Blessed with awesome physical tools. Ibaka can alter shots anywhere on the floor.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Right side, Portis feeds it to Forbes. The 9-foot shot. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Bucks leading by 11. To the inside. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. The pass to Kennard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Teague with the ball. Pass to Tucker. From past the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Tucker's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Jackson kicks to Morris. Over Teague. Morris with the bucket.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Pass to Forbes. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And a wide open look for Portis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Kennard's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Bucks working the ball around. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Pass to Portis. Here's Nwora. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Teague with a clean look. Kept alive. And the pass to Forbes. And Tucker kicks to Portis. Count that bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Jackson passes to Kennard. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Teague. Count it.
And the crafty, cunning Teague, fantastic at finding ways to score down low.
Outside Jackson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading. And that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. Leonard dishes to George. Leonard looking around. Knocks it loose. Beverley the pass to George. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Leonard. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Beverley against Holiday. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes.
And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
High post, Zubats. Leonard kicks to George. The pass to Zubats. And just miss after miss right now.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Down low. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Middleton left side. Bucket is good. Middleton's got 8 points.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Giannis against Leonard. Passes it to DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Lopez. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Leonard. He kicks it to Batum. And here's George for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got 5 points so far.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. For the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
It's tipped. Stolen by Beverly. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go, all alone to end the drought, and it's good on the way-in.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. We've got Bobby Portis. Teague out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the small forward position.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Here's Teague. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Milwaukee leading by 20. Teague, the pass to Portis. And here's Tucker. He feeds it to Forbes. Over Kennard. Forbes can't get it to go. It's Jackson with the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Teague, the pass to Portis. The 15-footer, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Clock at 4. Here is Forbes. Here now the Clippers. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Here's Mann. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. T kicks to Portis. Here is Forbes. From the high post, he drills it. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by the Clippers.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside, Leonard with the steal.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Back to George. Lets it go with the three. Connects from three-point range.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. George passes to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Giannis outside. Pass to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Kick out to Giannis. Lays it up off the glass.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Pass to George. From the arc. Lopez grabs the board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Bucks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Drew Holiday.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. And that one, good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Clippers foul call. Marcus Morris. That's his second personal foul.
No good on the free throw.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.